Control Bionics was founded by Peter Ford, a software developer and ex-CNN news anchor. It was inspired by Professor Stephen Hawking, a classic example of an intellect trapped inside a body that disabled communication. It was the time when CNN was revolutionizing news communication and computers were revolutionizing human communication. After 3 years as a programmer and designer with one of the first US government rehabilitation R&D labs, Peter began developing new ways to control a computer without a keyboard or mouse. In 1999, he met a car accident survivor who could not even blink. No conventional assistive technology worked. Peter's inspiration was to use the patient's own neuroelectrical signals, or EMG, to control the computer. It worked. In 2003, Peter and James Shorey were invited by Professor Stephen Hawking to install the EMG system on his wheelchair. Success. It was time to incorporate and make this technology available to everyone who needed it. Control Bionics was born.
None of us really realised at the beginning it was going to be so hard or take so long. But we did choose to work at the toughest end of the disability spectrum, people for whom everybody else had given up hope, who were thought to have been out of reach. So when we produced this technology to enable them to reconnect with the world, with their loved ones, with their families, to increase their sense of self-esteem and independence, and therefore increase their quality of life, all that hard work became worth it.
Today, Control Bionics is a global business, servicing people not only with quadriplegic injuries, but also those with diseases like ALS, MND, cerebral palsy, and locked-in syndrome. The company is also applying this patented technology to create wearable smart devices which address vital signs monitoring and eliminates the need for wires and bulky hospital monitoring equipment.
Until now, most people have been limited by a keyboard, a mouse, voice control, touch screens, even biometric facial recognition. And each of those things have involved actual muscle movement. What we've done is tapped into the electrical signal sent by the brain to a muscle.
With a strong commitment to R&D, Control Bionics is also investigating how their technology can be applied to human control of robotic machinery and virtual reality gaming systems. How could we make something that was less intrusive, less prone to user fatigue, and overall much easier to use for users and caregivers? We shrunk it down, made it independently wireless via Bluetooth and wearable over any viable bionic muscle on the body. Also compatible with any Apple, Microsoft, Android, laptop, iPad or mobile phone.
All of us at Control Bionics worked incredibly hard to get to this point. We knew we were going to try and solve one of the toughest problems, how to enable people with the most severe disabilities to reconnect with the world, to communicate, to enhance their dignity, their self-esteem, their sense of independence, their quality of life. And we worked incredibly long hours over a long period of time, but now that we see NeuroNode and what it can do and where it can go, not just for people with disabilities, but for everyone, it's been enormously fulfilling. Control Bionics' mission is to become the world's leading producer of wearable EMG control devices.